As expected, the Bank of Canada cut interest rates by 25 basis points last week. The bank largely set aside inflation concerns, noting that tariffs are weakening the Canadian economy and shifting the balance of risk. Labor markets in Canada continue to soften, with unemployment now rising to 7.1%, the highest in 9 years outside of the pandemic. With that backdrop, the market's now pricing in a 40% likelihood of a cut in October and fully expecting at least one more cut by the end of 2025. A large contributing factor to this unemployment rate is the construction industry. With a sharp decline in construction projects, construction workers and people in the real estate industry are left looking for other work. And with uncertainty in the market, some builders have just stopped building altogether. On the housing front, Canada-wide sales have risen for 5 consecutive months, bouncing back after a tariff-impacted spring market. In August, we saw about 40,000 sales nationwide, which is up 2% from last year, but remains historically weak. Prior to 2020, we'd have to go back all the way to 2012 to find an August this low sales volume-wise. Buyers are slowly making their way back to the market, but demand remains historically subdued. The bigger story here is new listings. We saw 75,000 new listings come to market nationwide in August, the second highest in the last 20 years. Compared to the 40,000 sales, inventory continues to pile up, putting pressure on prices, with the National Home Price Index down 3.4% from last August. Looking ahead, while rising inventory can keep some downward pressure on prices, lower borrowing costs are sparking optimism and drawing more buyers back into the market. The balance between these two factors will shape how the rest of 2025 plays out. But for now, opportunities are opening up both for buyers and sellers in the market, depending on their situation. That's it for this week's Real Estate Update. Thanks for watching and see you next week.